What's up, my Vina loves? It's Miss Vina D, and you're watching Vina Team News. This story been going on for years, okay? Since Mama Joyce decided to go in on Kandi Burrugh's husband, Todd Tucker, on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, even before he became her husband. This whole money situation and money talk, and regardless of everything she did or said, Kandi still married Todd, okay? And recently at BravoCon, she rehashed the whole situation when people just felt like it was over. Most of you are aware of that video. I actually did two videos because after she said what she said at BravoCon, Todd responded. So I have linked both videos in the description below. But for those of you who forgot what she said at BravoCon, let me insert a quick excerpt from that video, and then I will come back to talk about what happened recently. During BravoCon, the OLG had a panel. They had a family panel. The one we are focusing on today, or in this video, is the one that just had them on stage. That's the image right there. That's exactly what they look like at BravoCon 2022, okay? There was another moment where Kandi did join her mother on stage with other Bravo celebrities, during that segment. But I'm talking about this one. I did hear that allegedly Kandi and Todd were in the audience during this panel. Kandi's mother relationship with her husband, Todd, has always been a terrible one, okay? We've seen how she's treated him, talked about him. Nothing has changed. So during this panel, the question was, if she could replace Todd with anyone, who would it be, or what would she do? And she said, but if I could have replaced Todd, I probably would have picked anyone that had a decent job. She then continued, I wanted someone that was in the same financial realm that Kandi is. She should be with someone that's on her same financial scale. And look at the reaction. They're like, really, sis? You're going there again? You know what I'm saying? Like, really? You're doing this again? Aunt Berta over there with that same hand going up, acting shocked, her mouth all open, like she wasn't the one talking about it's a scheme that Todd set up. Of course, that wasn't the entire segment. That's the segment that caught people's attention. Now, let's talk about the decent job comment that she made. She wished Kandi would have ended up with a man with a decent job. The Real Housewives of Atlanta, regardless of Escape and everything else Kandi was doing before The Real Housewives of Atlanta, this show has elevated her daughter and her daughter's career to a completely different level. She met this man working on the very platform that contributed to the generational wealth that Kandi and Todd are building. Everything, the OLG and all of that, was born on the show. Where did your daughter meet Todd? On this very platform. The man had a job. So what does she mean by decent job? Working for a show like The Real Housewives of Atlanta is beyond decent to me. Her mother is definitely wrong. And I just believe that, had Kandi really put her foot down, it wouldn't have gone this far. Okay, so we're going to stop it there. For those of you who missed the original video, click the very first link in the description below to watch it, because you will hear me say in that video as well, no one is saying that Kandi should disrespect her mother. Absolutely not. And maybe Kandi have had those firm conversations off camera because she felt like, you know what, I'm not about to embarrass my mother or disrespect her in front of everybody. We already know Kandi doesn't play about her mom. So who knows? But anyways, because of the constant jabs at her husband, if you all watched that video, I read social media reaction and they went in on Mama Joyce. So go there for all of that. Now, Kandi and Riley and her family, Todd, all of them decided to post this fun family video. The name of the song is on the screen, and this is the part of the song they were playing. I cannot allow the song to play because of copyright reasons. But the part that we're going to talk about is at the end of this song, the female says, and a man with a lot of money. That's where Todd came in with the money. He gave it to Kandi, and then Riley, being the daughter, came and snatched the money away. And they were simply having fun. But thanks to Mama Joyce, the very first comment I saw was, Mama Joyce somewhere letting Kandi have it about the man with a lot of money part, okay? So, of course, you see all of these laughing face emojis. And, of course, the people leaving the comments, they're just having fun. It's fun shade or whatever. But when you take the fun shade part out of it and really look deeper into it, it's like your man who's out here grinding, working very hard with you to build generational wealth is now a laughingstock because of your mother's constant disrespect. Now, I get it. Okay, new man coming in your daughter's life. Okay, sure, she met him on the Real Housewives of Atlanta as a producer, but she's making more money than him, and you do not know his intentions, and so you are just trying to size him up, and I want to make sure I protect my daughter. I get all of that in the beginning. But almost 10 years later of marriage, 2 children, he's an amazing father and not giving her no trouble like Riley died over here still doing interviews embarrassing the family. That is not a dig to Riley. Absolutely not. I would never do that. That's just me saying you have a man in your daughter's life that's showing up compared to the other man that disappointed her. But yet, you are still disrespecting the man that is standing up, showing up, being an amazing father, an amazing husband, an amazing human being, and standing by your daughter's side as the two of them continue to build generational wealth. And yet, you are still coming for him after all of these years when he has proven himself. Now, I don't know them personally. I am not within their household, but based on what we've seen and what they put out there, I would then add in there an amazing husband. I am aware that no marriage and no relationship is perfect. I'm sure they have their ups and downs, but so far they've been able to work through their issues, and I wish them well. So it's because of Mama Joyce constantly disrespecting this man. So other people just feel like, okay, we can join in and kiki too. But like I said, the people who are leaving the comments, to them, it's just fun shit. We just laughing. It's not that deep. And they do not feel like they are, insulting Todd or bringing him down. They are just joining Mama Joyce in what they think is fun shade. I bet Mama Joyce laughed at Todd at the end. A lot of money part. Laughing face emojis. Kandi, I know you know your mom somewhere saying, oh, I thought she was bringing somebody else in to play that role. Or saying, y'all know he just gave her own money, right? I loved the video, though. Me personally, I could hear your mom, though. Like I said, it's all of these laughing face emojis. People are laughing. But when you really think about it, when you know your husband is hardworking and all of that, this is not cool. That's why Miserable Malo Todd, she could step to him and disrespect him like that. And we all heard exactly what she said. She mentioned Mama Joyce. More laughter with comments like, it's about time she let that go, as in Mama Joyce letting the whole shade towards Todd go. Exactly. You give him that bankroll for the video. As you can see, they're saying that it's not Todd's money. Kandi gave him the money for the video. Okay. Now we all know Todd taking the money in real life. This other person responded, exactly. Everyone knows Todd has bank. But Mama Joyce, she's been carrying on with this nonsense 22 seasons straight, child. Not 22 seasons. It feels like it. Mama Joyce needs to get over it. They are married now. And this is where it gets interesting. All Todd have to do is continue to live his life, be happy, focus on his family, because some of the people who are throwing the fun shade or are taking everything too seriously, makes less money than him, but think they can come on here and clown a man that is doing his thing. But I'm going to read a few more comments and I'm going to end it, because at this point, you all get the point. Now, Kandi, I didn't like that video you did talking about he got all the money. I sure can hear her. Laughing face emojis again, talking about you got a new man, because I know you ain't talking about Todd. And And like I said, if you click the 2 links in the description below, for those of you who missed those videos, you will hear all of the wonderful things I had to say about Todd and all of his contribution to the family and financially and all of that. And also what I had to say about Mama Joyce. But I do want to say this. When you make outsiders and other people feel comfortable and make them feel like they can talk to your people crazy, that's exactly what's going to happen. Of course, it's social media. People will talk and have things to say. But when you make outsiders, once again, feel comfortable, then they will feel like it's open season. Now, yes, there have been people on the Real Housewives of Atlanta that have had a few things to say here and there to Mama Joyce. But as far as just being disrespectful on another level to her, absolutely not. Because Kandi set the tone. When Kenya Moore made the Mama Joyce wig comment, and Kandi reacted that way. And then when she went on Watch What Happens Live and Andy Cohen Todd, he could get comfortable and come for her mother, and she reacted this way. And that's where the classic, "That's my mama." Exactly. You all remember that. That set the tone to let people know, okay, now don't mess with Kandi's mother. Just because her mom is behaving a certain way doesn't mean it's open season to go over there and disrespect her mom. And because of that, people move accordingly. Even if and when her mother is wrong, people still choose their words wisely when they're addressing her mother. Now, had Kandi been running around on camera disrespecting her mom and making these women feel like it was okay to talk to her crazy and disrespect her, those lines would have been crossed. So that's all people are saying. No one is saying disrespect your mother and do all of that. But it's how you set the tone and let her know you are not about to keep doing this to my husband. But that's why I also said maybe that happened behind the scenes. But you already know how these shows work. If you disrespected him on camera, then correct it on camera. Be it Kandi, correcting her mom or whatever that happens. But based on how Todd is moving, that man already made up his mind that, look, it is what it is. I love my wife. I love my children. And I'm just going to pay whatever else they're doing over there dust. But as a man, I'm sure he have his moments where it bothers him. I mean, to have someone like Miserable Milo think she could step to this man and then throw in, your own mama said. Did you see the energy she had towards Milo? Exactly. Hopefully, Mama Joyce one of these days realize and see the damage that she's doing. But I love that regardless of everything, Kandi is still being respectful to her mother. And I'm a firm believer of you can still check someone and still be respectful in a way how you do it. It's all about your approach. And like I said earlier, it's possible that Kandi did this behind the scenes and she's also at the same space with her husband. It is what it is. We're going to focus on us, our family, our marriage, and continue to ignore the nonsense. Now, at the beginning of the video, I did say that I was going to include the links to the videos I did on this topic in the description below. So if you click those videos, for those of you who missed it, you will hear my response to her mother and also more of what I had to say about Todd. There's no need to drag this video any longer because I will just be sounding repetitive for those of you who have already seen those videos. I'm wishing all of you well and take care. Oh, yes, I ended the video, but I want to say this. If you are the photographer that took Kandi and her family Christmas images that I'm using through this video, she did not tag any photographers in the video slideshow that she posted. So if you took these pictures for Kandi professionally and you do see it on the thumbnail, all credit goes to you. Just leave a comment and I'll give you full credit in the description below. I will also pin your comment. Please do not strike my video. Now, loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also, turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.